Yo, what's good everyone? It's Zigzag here. Welcome back to another Geoguessr video. Good to have you along on the channel today. And in today's video, we're going to be playing a mod which is much better shown than explained. So yeah, that mod is actually the quad streak. Essentially, we're going to try and guess in the right square as many times in a row as we possibly can. Trying to get, I don't know, 5, 10 squares in a row without moving, panning, or zooming. Now, as you can see, on this mode, certain countries become very easy and others become very hard. For example, if we get Lesotho here, well, that's free because we're not going to be split between any squares. However, if we happen to find ourselves in Poland, well, we have to make a very hard choice because it could be 4 different quadrants. So basically, you guys understand how it happens now. Let's see how many squares we can get in a row. And the first one here looks like Thailand. Now, ideally, we don't get long countries like Thailand because, as I guessed, Thailand is split in 2. So we're going to have to make a nice region guess here. Does this look more north or does it look more south? I think the vibes are a little bit drier here. We don't see any palm trees. It still can be south, but I'm relatively confident about a bit further north here. So I'm gonna go here, and it was in the northern part. It's P7, so we get a quad streak. By the way, you can download this at miraclewhips.dev if you want to play along and try this out yourself. But here we go. Round number 2 here. Let's see what happens. We appear to have a bit of Sri Lanka here, I would say. The pole seems to be square and concrete, and then the camera does seem to be a little bit lower than normal. So yeah, is Sri Lanka split? It is not, so we're gonna have a free pass here to the next round. Very nice indeed. Let's see what happens now. Okay, Brazil. So let's check out Brazil. Brazil is pretty nastily split here. We could be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even 7, I believe. Or maybe even 8 here in Accra. So yeah, we are definitely in for a wild ride here. Let's see if we can work it out. This kind of pavement, the square pavement, is very common in Bahia and the northeastern states, so I'm probably thinking it's one of these 3 quadrants here. Obviously, it's pretty rough if it's out in Recife because we're gonna really struggle to guess that one correctly. But what's the actual vibe here? I think it is just somewhere up here, to my mind, somewhere in the northeast of Brazil. Like these kind of rickety wood fences as well, super common over there. Okay, so what do we do? I think we do guess in this quadrant. I think we go Pernambuco and we pray. Let's see. Is it going to be there? Okay, it was the right quadrant there, very narrowly. Look how close we were to the quad point here. But we miss out the state, but we do get the quadrant. We're 3 in a row to start off the video here, which this is first take, so that's actually a nice effort. Next one here, are we in like California? Like the gates almost look British, but the pole tops look really American with the kind of raised or the lower bar. And California is not split in 2. So if I'm right and it is California, then we're in luck. I guess we got to think about other options here. So it's very, very flat. It could be, I suppose, like a Idaho kind of farmland, but it feels a bit colder or a bit, I don't know, just a bit different. It's maybe a bit too flat for Idaho. Basically, I think this is just California. I think it's probably somewhere up near like Stockton or Sacramento or Modesto or something like that. And we are on an angle here, which is a little concerning. Most of this farmland is all north-south grid. So maybe there's some stuff down here that's a little bit angled. Although, it's a bit concerning, guys, I have to say, because generally speaking, these roads are very north-south. But at the same time, maybe it's just the fact that AI-generated world sometimes pans locations slightly away from the road. Because if we moved, I think if we moved the compass a little bit, it would actually be a north-south road. In which case, Modesto is my guess. And it was actually Sacramento, as I thought it might be. So that is really good run 4 here. And the next one here looks to be in Spain. Is Spain a good or bad country? We find out now. Spain is a okay country. It's mostly in 1, and I think that's where I was thinking anyway. I was kind of thinking southwestern Spain, so we should just be able to send here and go, and we were indeed there. So, wow, a really nice seed there, 23,000. I wish I tried harder on the tie round because the rest of them were pretty on point. But okay, let's build up this streak and see if we can get another correct square here. Oh. First off, we have to work out the country here. I think Spain or Turkey make the most sense here. Spain just because of the reddish dirt and this kind of landscape, but yeah, I mean like Turkey, Bulgaria, something like that, definitely also possible. So as we worked out, Spain is a pretty good country, and so it's a decent hedge here. I'm also noticing we have lots of chemtrails in the sky, which is something I don't necessarily associate with Spain, but of course you could really see it anywhere. I guess for that reason it's worth considering Germany or something, but I think this is a bit of a weird landscape. It kind of reminds me of Australia in the winter, which, I mean, often happens in Spain, I think. I guess Greece is also possible, but yeah, copyright is not quite readable, maybe 2023. But okay, I'm gonna go Spain here. I think it might be a bit northern. I don't think it's that far north though, so I think we should be safe to guess around here. And it was there. Wow, really nice stuff here. 6 in a row so far. And here we spawn into a gettable round. I think it might be Czechia, actually. So we have this Generation 3 winter coverage, which you see really often in Hungary and in Bulgaria. It's also somewhat found in Czechia here. And my region guess is somewhere around Ostrava, which is obviously very, very concerning here. So let's try to work out the architecture here. So this one, which might be behind my webcam, let's see. So the one that's, okay, I'm gonna actually move up my webcam here. So this little house here looks quite Germanic, the way the roof is. That really makes me feel better about Czechia. I'm gonna leave the webcam there. And apart from that, like, pole top is pretty generic. The pole itself could be Czech, it could also be Hungarian. The thing is, Hungary's not even that bad, because if we guess this side, we get most of Hungary, and if we guess this side, we also get Hungary. So it's, the 50-50 is actually between the quadrants, which is quite a unique situation. But okay, let's see, what actually, like the road quality, I mean, it's very hilly, right? So, and I think if it was Hungary, it's probably around Budapest. So, yeah, it's an interesting little situation here. I don't really know, what is actually the correct way to go here. Like, I'm trying to imagine if I turned around what it would look like, and I'm just not really too sure. Okay, it's one of the two countries. Maybe it actually is the case that Hungary's more likely, and this is just old Austro-Hungarian architecture. I could definitely pay that, but at the same time, we would guess here, and then it would just end up being over that side. I don't know. I think I'll save us the anguish here and maybe make my guess. I'm just trying to see any holy pole, because that seems to be wooden. And that seems to be wooden, and these ones are like metal mesh poles, which I don't really think I see too often in Czechia or Hungary, so we could just be wrong here. But, okay, I'm gonna guess here. It could be Ostrava still, I really consider that possible, so it's kind of hedging. But, yeah, it's either this one or this one in my mind. Let's see. No, it was Western Czechia. Oh no, we went the wrong side there. We went the wrong country too, to be fair, but I knew both were possible. And there we go. So interesting poles there, very interesting pole makeup, maybe German influenced if we are right in like basically an exclave almost. But there we go, it was L4, it was K4 not L4. And we move forward here onto the next round where we have a double concrete road. Now Philippines is not too bad, it's mostly split into 2, or 3, or 4 really, but you know, mostly 2. And I would say this feels more north in the Philippines rather than south. Bruh. Okay, I really thought that was Philippines because we had a double road. Like, well, normally when you'd get a double breasted road, like, you know, 2 lanes, then it ends up being Philippines with a concrete road. But I was right, it was northern, but just much too north for what we needed. Okay, that's fine. Next one here is France, I believe, or UK. I guess it's UK. Yeah, in UK, one interesting quirk about UK is people kind of just park facing whichever direction they want, right? But why does it look like, okay, the driver would be on the right-hand side if they were facing the road. So yeah, that's a British car. Okay, and this is quite far south, I would say, in the UK. So I'm pretty confident about this quadrant. It could, now could it be like Northern Ireland? No, I think the architecture is like Welsh or like Southern England. It could be Northern England as well, but I'm gonna go here. And, oh, it was Scotland even. Yeah, it did feel a bit weird. Okay, like these, I remember reading or like seeing in the comments or something about this area here being remarkably warm because of the ocean currents or something, and it ends up looking much further south sometimes. So yeah, these islands here, you sometimes get even like palmish looking trees, and it's a bit weird. So that's my excuse for guessing wrong there, but you know, take it if you want. Next one here is Europe. It kind of just feels like France, but it also kind of feels like Hungary. That's kind of my 50-50 here. The signs seem to be a bit lower. Like, Hungarian signs are usually pretty tall. Maybe France. Yeah, how's France split? France is split pretty reasonably. We also get Western Hungary there, and Czechia. And Czechia is also possible, so I'm gonna go here. I think this is good. And it was there. Nice. Very good guess. Okay, so we're back at it. We have one streak again. And here we are in Russia. We have to guess this correctly. Obviously, Russia is split into 20, so We have to guess this correctly. This kind of feels like it would be Ulan-Ude to me. But Ulan-Ude's simply awful. That's split into 3 at least. So what do we do? If I had to say, then I would have thought maybe like east of the city, but it's somewhere out here I'm pretty sure about and I don't know where, so I'm just guess here. And it was out there, east of the city indeed, but north of Cheetah. That must be about as far as the coverage goes. So very interesting round. We got it right, that's good, that's all that matters. Next one here, Panama immediately, or actually Rwanda. I knew it was something unfamiliar, but yeah, this is Rwanda. And would you believe it, Rwanda is in 1, so we finally have a free round. And it was all the way north there, okay. Next one here. I mean, first thought was like Switzerland, but I don't actually think it's low camera here. So maybe, oh, but those are big mountains though. Okay, so how do the Alps look? The Alps are very clear. We either guess Alps or we guess Romania here. What is more likely? No, I think it actually still might be Switzerland. Like, it is kind of weirdly panned away from the car. I could definitely see Switzerland working here. Northeasterly mountains, I mean, it's not the best fitting, but certainly exists pretty commonly in Switzerland. Doesn't even matter what country we go here, but I'm pretty sure it's the Alps. The only other option is Romania, and that would be a very tall mountain for Romania, so I'm gonna just go here. And no, that didn't just happen, bro. That was really actually BC. Wow, I mean, the road looks so European. No? Let's actually look at this. This is one I actually want to see. So, I mean, yeah, road was fairly wide. And it was just kind of, it does look a bit European in quality to me. The kind of cracks and the, I mean, obviously this direction it's easy, you got the American car, but even in hindsight, I think I've got Alps here, man. I don't actually see anything that like screams North America now that I made my guess, apart from the fact that it says Premier Lake Park, but yeah, that obviously didn't exist in the round. Okay, next round here. This time it is Hungary, I think. This looks like a very Hungarian pole. Architecture all looks Hungarian. Now, is it West Hungary is the question here, because obviously that's the 50-50. I think it does kind of look like West Hungary, but I'm gonna just guess here. And we get the right quadrant, even though that is somehow actually Croatia. Okay, wow, that really looked like Hungary. And the pole did especially as well. Okay, this looks like Java to me. Java is split, unfortunately. We got the kind of typical tiled roof. The soil is very red. I mean, surely this is safer. It kind of does feel like Central Java anyway. But West Java and like Lampung and stuff are quite possible. But this encompasses so much. Like we see like kind of almost a Sulawesi looking fence in the distance. So I could even see this being up in this like section here or around Makassar. So quite simply the best guess is to go here. I don't really care about these other squares now that I know that like so much of what's possible is encompassed here. And it was there. Nice. Okay. Okay. 2 quads in a row. We had some rough ones there, the Canadian one specifically, but here we are in, I think, southern Germany, or the south half of Germany, I want to say, and that's pretty easy because we just click here. Yep, nice. Okay, next one here. Ooh, country is not even obvious here. I thought of maybe, I thought perhaps of Brazil. I thought also of Panama. So where's the sun here? Sun seems to be, so we're facing south, which means the shadow there is cast a bit east, or like kind of southeast, so sun would be northeast, so I don't really know, I'm too bad at working that out, but that looks like a Brazilian pole. So if the sun was northeast, that would make us south, that would make sense. Do we see any like piranha pines here? Nothing really too useful. I mean, the lamp definitely fits for Brazil, but more than anything, I think these poles kind of look thick at the bottom, so that might make them Brazilian in my opinion. And South Brazil is pretty well split here. We can just go here because this is what it looks like, this quadrant, I think. So let's see. Oh, what a great guess. Excellent stuff. Okay, next one here. Russia. South Russia, I suppose. But I'm looking to see if we actually have any birch trees or something, because that could immediately move us more north. But let's see how South Russia looks. South Russia's pretty good. We can just guess here and pretty much be everywhere we want to be. Honestly, if I was drawing the square, that would be like the perfect square. Because it could still be Samara, or like one of these cities here, but that's about the furthest north you could really guess with this vegetation, surely. So I'm going to go in Pachygorsk here. Let's find out. And okay, ends up being in Krasnodar, obviously the right square. We're back up to 5 here. Okay, excellent. And this is very awesome, bro. Look at these mountains, baby. Surely this is Mexico. Yeah, we got a Mexican pole here, like this double crossbar. Hidalgo. Okay, well, We take those. Is Hidalgo split? Surely not. Oh my gosh, Hidalgo is split. Only just. I mean, surely we're like around here. I mean, it would be crazy if we were somehow on the other side of the line there. And the other side of the line here is impossible. So, like, we would have to be the unluckiest people of all time to fail this. But, okay, let's see. We're going, like, kind of south-southeast here. It could be, like, around here, I think. And we will go in this little town here. Is it actually a town? No, we're, like, right between the cliffs here. South-southeast, right between the cliffs. Yeah, maybe, like, right here, I think. That should be good. Hidalgo. It doesn't lie. I mean, this looks like Mexico City area, so I like it. What the heck? That said Hidalgo, bro. Oh, no. Well, that explains the mountains being, like, so straight. But look at this place, bro. What is that? Like, does it actually say what it was? Oh, my gosh. I mean, it said Hidalgo straight up, man. But you can't convince me it didn't, bro. What did it say? Hidalgo. Unbelievable, man. Maybe I should have recognized it, but as soon as I saw the statement name, and I was already thinking that area. Yeah, I guess these trees look a bit further north, like these ones, kind of like with the really thin leaves. But yeah, I mean, come on, bro. That's a bit unfortunate. Oh my goodness. Okay, next one here. We got a stunning horse here in New Zealand, in southern New Zealand, I want to say. How's New Zealand looking? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna send it fast. Oh, just over. Yeah, unfortunate. Okay, well, probably would have lost it there. Hard to say. Greece here, northern Greece, I want to say. Greece is a completely safe country. We love to see it. Next one here, Finland. Is it north or south? I think this is South Finland. I'm gonna go there. Nah, it was actually Sweden. Nah, I considered it. Ooh, Russia, and it feels like it's all the way east here. Look at that, we got a spaceship. So, East Russia, what are we looking like? Okay, East Russia is very favorable. Very favorable. I thought this might be Biobidjan here in Jewish Autonomous Oblast, because it's very overcast. Ooh, look at this road, though. It's like made of concrete. I don't remember seeing that there, to be honest. Okay, maybe this is out actually near Surgut, where you see that pretty often. This soil is black, though. That doesn't make sense to me for Surgut. Like, Surgut sand is normally a pretty different color, right? Okay, where else do you see this dirt? It's like normally pretty just northwest Russia. I'm looking at the cars. Like, whenever I see cars covered in dirt, it just reminds me of East Russia. So I'm gonna go East Russia here. I'm gonna ignore the road. Maybe it's actually on Sakhalin. Do we have any cabbage? No cabbage, but it certainly could be Sakhalin. Actually, I think I remember seeing this kind of pavement in Sakhalin, maybe. I think that could at least check out to me. So I'm gonna go in this town. No, this is a bigger town. This is a pretty big town, actually. Well, let's go my old favorite place, Ugliogorsk here. Let's go my favorite place, Ugliogorsk. Actually, northeast. I mean, this is like the right angle. This would be a crazy 5K. I mean, I really doubt it's here, but let's try it here. Okay, not a bad guess, though. 93 kilometers away in the next big town, to be honest. And yeah, they had the same angle grid. Yeah, nice guess. Okay, that was a good one. Next one here. This is that kind of winter coverage that I was talking about earlier in the video. And to me, it looks a bit Bulgarian, I want to say. I think Bulgaria overall works the best here. Now, Bulgaria is a split country. Oh no. It feels more like North Bulgaria to me, but I'm really kind of clueless. But looking north, I think North Bulgaria would fit better here. Ah, bloody hell. How is that Croatia? I mean, I knew the house was a bit weird, but that coverage is really rare in Croatia, so unfortunate there. Okay, next one here. We got Muslims, and we appear to be in Malaysia. I think it looks more like Malaysia than anything here. So, is it Indo? I don't know. It could still be Indo. I think, actually, no. This is Malaysia. We got like a P plater. I think they don't do that in Indo. So I thought probably, it's literally the 50-50. Are we on the mainland or are we in Borneo? I think it looks more like Borneo, to be honest. But then again, like it's no, like there's no meta here. Like we see basically nothing in the way of like, we see nothing in the way of proper clues here, I think. So I would try mayhaps Kota Kinabalu here. Nah, it doesn't matter. We just click this side. Okay, wow, love one. Fantastic, excellent. Okay, so we're back on one here. It was a good seed apart from the Croatia. What can you do? Next one here. We appear to be in, wow, this is a super unique looking Bangladesh. Like, this is so flat and so open in a way that you almost never see there. Bangladesh is a split country, okay. To me, this looked maybe more eastern. I wondered about like this area here. I think I'm just gonna go for that here. Okay, nice guess. Well, not really a nice guess, but we are very, very much right in the terms of the quadrant. Next one here, Chile. Like the dirt's very dark and the trees feel European, but the road doesn't. So I would say Chile is often the right answer in that case. Now Chile's gonna be split, but it's actually split really badly here. Really awfully. What do you do? What do you do then? I don't know, probably this one is most likely, but could as easily just be, you know, west of, or east of Los Angeles there. Now I just gotta go with my gut. We're going here. Okay, nice, good guess. Back up to 3. Here we have Canada. Yeah, Canada, it could be worse. We have to make a nice region guess though. These smudges, I definitely saw like around here maybe. I think I like this quadrant better anyway. There's definitely a lot of coverage in here that looks like this as well. So I'm gonna go for that. Wow. AI generated world sometimes just gives you the craziest locations, man. That, I mean, there's no way, man. This is such a cool location, man. This just looks exactly like Canada. Like, how do you differentiate this, man? We only have grass and this looks so northern. Look, it looks like it's like fireweed or something. And this is like a warm place. And look, with this perfect panning, oh my gosh. AI generated world is by far my favorite map, bro, because you just see crazy stuff where you almost go Edmonton on a south coast Houston. Crazy. Okay. By the way, Edmonton gets like -40 like all the time, and Houston probably doesn't go below 0 at all, right? So that's just crazy, man. Like 40 degrees of difference in terms of lowest temperature. Anyway, here we are. Long dashes should be Slovenia. I think that should be safe. Yeah, Slovenia is safe here. Oh, doesn't matter. We're in the right quadrant anyway. The long dashes were actually the French ones. Fair enough. This is South Africa. South Africa, it actually might take some guessing here because this could be south of the line. I could definitely see that. We have some Afrikaans. That's probably more so up here, right? I think it can be found anywhere though. I don't know, the poplar tree and everything, it probably feels like it's somewhere near Lesotho. I'm gonna just go here, but could definitely see it being like in one of these cities here as well. And it is actually just north of Lesotho, so yeah, that's good, that's good. I mean, wowie, I was never, ever getting that US, so, you know, it's fine. We go to 2. These are Maranhão palms. I feel pretty good about Maranhão, but it is always possible to be out further in the Amazon as well. But, you know, coverage kind of looks quite... Oh, we actually have some Pará palms as well. That kind of puts a bit of a spanner in the works here. Maybe we're in Mato Grosso instead, because these ones are closer to the Paraguay border, and these ones exist all over the Amazon, but they're definitely more common in Maranhão. So the question is, do we go this side or this side? Because I don't really think it's that side. Could be Rondonia. I don't know, vibes-wise, what do I think here? The fences look further north. I'm gonna go this one instead, actually. I think the Paraguay palms are the ones that are lying, and the Maranhão ones are the ones that are telling the truth here. And it was nice, it was just Maranhão. Excellent, excellent. Okay, next one here. Okay, we got Turkish poles, we got flat roofs as well. So surely this is this section of Turkey here. I think we'd be quite unlucky to be in Adana, and that would be like as far west as we could be, I think. Yeah, nice, good stuff. Just using the architecture there to our advantage. The next one here, Canada. I mean, could it be Texas? No. Canada's obviously pretty bad. Canada's a pretty bad country to get. Okay, where do we think we're gonna be here? We have a very pale road. We have lots of birches, so pretty north here. We have, this almost looks like an Adopt a Highway American sign. So, I mean, could this be? I mean, this would be Michigan if it was US, I would say. So maybe we could lean our guess more towards there if it was the US, but I still think it's probably Canada. I mean, can we even tell? Like, the trees almost look like Newfoundland trees, like the kind of, I forget what type of tree this is, but Newfie I don't really think looks like this ever. So, in which case, I see them in like upper Ontario quite often as well. So maybe the Michigan guess is the wrong country, but the right quadrant, you know? But that's purely based on the sign there. I don't know, to me it also looks quite a lot like Manitoba. So this, I'm probably between these two in reality. And it's heavily forested. That makes me think more Ontario side. Do we get anything here? Like, if we were closer to the poles, they could certainly be useful, but unfortunately on this occasion, I don't really think they're gonna be of aid. We do have a railway, and it is like a non-gridded road. So the non-gridded road nature of it makes me like this guess better. So I think I will go Ontario here. I mean, the autumn coverage is a bit strange, but I'm happy to go for it here, and we're probably wrong, all things considered. Even though we get a good chunk here, we are probably wrong. Let's find out. It was, yeah, we were never getting that. It was Manitoba. I don't know. Let's find out. Let's do a bit of research here. Let's find out what that blue sign was, because that could be quite useful in the future. Is it Adopt a Highway? No, it's a Manitoba attraction. We got the Sam Waiter Museum. So Waller Museum. So if you know anything about that, you know something about that. Okay, let's go for our... Wow, the wisdom is crazy on this channel, man. Let's go for our final one here. See if we can make something happen. We've got Japan. Man, this looks like this is the most Korean-looking Japan ever. So I guess I want to guess further towards Korea. Well, I don't think it's Hokkaido, and I don't think it's Max South Kyushu, so I'm gonna go right here. Okay, well, it's pretty much towards Korea, so that's fine. We got the right quad. This is a Thai pole, and the landscape is very something. It looks like Malaysia, so I'm gonna go right here. This should be safe, yeah. Nice. Okay, so we're back up to 2 quickly. Let's get some easy countries, guys. Come on. This is northern Finland. Yeah, this is a slam in. Just safe, completely safe. Okay. This is interesting. I think it's actually Bolivia. The pole top looks really Bolivian, and can you see, I mean, I don't know if you can, but it's these little details that make a big difference. But the pole is kind of not perfectly straight. It is kind of wobbly, and the wobbly poles are literally, I mean, I can't think of another country that even uses them. It's just Bolivia, and we're probably on, I forget which one. Is it the 9? I mean, northeast, that would fit here. I think it's the 9 that has the coverage. Oh, that was so close. I knew it went south, but I didn't forget it goes that far south. So too close for comfort. We're on 4 though for our final streak here. Come on, baby. Okay, Bolivia again. Bolivia should be great, right? Oh yeah, Bolivia's perfect. Bolivia's perfection. Where do we want to go though? I mean, it's still worth working it out. The nipple top on the pole, I believe they're not found in Potosi and Oulu or something like that. Can't remember exactly how it works, but I think with a east mountain here, maybe, would this be Cochabamba? Cochabamba normally see the north mountain, so maybe it's Sucre. Maybe it's Sucre here, could make some sense. Southeast road angle, southeast. We'll try downtown Sucre here. I think we're almost certainly inside the right quadrant here, because we got the Bolivian flag, so we'll try that. Ends up being an Oru, so they do have the nipple top bollard there, or pole, or light. But yeah, we're on 5. Okay, next one here. Ooh, country is not obvious at all. We have these yellow flowers, which I see quite often in Mexico. As we saw, Mexico is not the best country, especially because Yucatan is literally divided in 3. And this might be in Yucatan. The hill is at least pretty big, and it's kind of southeast of us. We have fan palms as well. They're really common in Mex. I think we might be in like Veracruz here, maybe even like Tamaulipas as well. But it could also be just like Chiapas. I do think southern Mexico makes the most sense to me here. I just remember seeing similar vegetation here before. And the Green Mountain also makes quite a lot of sense. If it's not there, then would it be like Sri Lanka or Guatemala or I don't know what. But I think I like Mex here. Let's try it. It was Mex. It was like on the border with Chiapas. Good stuff. We're on 6. Okay. Here we go. Let's cook it up. Ooh. This, like, pole top here, I mean, this house top here is super interesting. Where is that found? Because obviously, you know, as much as I have been practicing Indonesia. Indonesia is huge, and this is not easy. We don't have any, like, pole tops or anything. So, the vibes are, like, almost dry, but not quite. I think, from what I'm making out, like, it's just purely based on, like, you know, a bit of the vegetation we see here, like some cacti and some of these roofs. I think maybe East Nusa would be my main idea here. It's really hard to say, and as soon as we're in Sumatra, we're just screwed. And even Sulawesi is not completely safe. So, yeah, I don't know here, guys. I looked at it for quite a long time before coming back for the commentary, but I'm really not too sure here. So I'm a send it over in East Indonesia. And 2020 copyright's interesting, by the way. Not sure what I make of that. Maybe it's like West Sulawesi? That could make some sense to me, but no. I think I'll try in West Nusa Tenggara here. Let's give that a go. Oh yes, it was Nusa's. Let's freaking go, man. That's great, and we moved to 7. So can we get 10? I think we can. think we can here, guys. Let's see. Next one here, Curacao. It's immediately look like Curacao. And we see some Curacao vegetation, these kind of big cacti peeking up in the back there. So Curacao, is it split? Surely not. It is not. We have safe descend here, and we get a 8th quad in a row. Next one here, are we crossing the river in... are we crossing the big river in Ukraine? I think we are. So the big river in Ukraine isn't split, so I'm feeling really good about this round. If only I was feeling so good about my commentary, because I said in about 5 times in a row there. But north-northeast is the angle here, so not really that. This is a fairly major one here. Like, it could be Dnipro, but we don't really see anything to our northeast there. Like, so it's pretty green. I mean, that could fit. Could be downtown Dnipro. What else do we have here? I think that would be my main thought here. I think so. Oh, this one. North-northeast. It's a bit... Yeah, is that, like... I gotta contextualize it. I think that actually... It could be the Czechsari. Czerkasy. Gosh. One. Which I also screwed up in the last video. Okay, I think that makes more sense because we don't see the city here. I think I like that quite a lot. And we actually have a train. Yes, we're there. Excellent. Nice. And we're not going to be wrong. And there we go. 4997 to bring us to 9. Okay, guys, fingers crossed. What do we want? We want Slovenia. We want Sri Lanka. Let's see what we get. And we have US. Okay, buddy. I could say, I thought this is British Columbia at first, but there's a few problems with that theory. Number one, this pole top with the cups is most common in Ontario, but it does exist in BC, sure. Number two, the transformer, the like metal cup here, is facing away from the road, whereas normally it would face towards the road in BC. Am I right? Am I tripping? I'm pretty sure BC and New Brunswick are the ones where it's most commonly facing towards the road. So, is this actually BC? I mean, the trees are pretty ambiguous here. I don't get a strong vibe off them. We have property markers, which is like such an Ontario thing. I don't really remember seeing that much in BC. And then we also have like lights that kind of look a bit Ontarian as well. I feel like a BC and Ontario 50-50 is just so rare. The property markers, I've been burnt trying to trust them in the past. I think some towns around Canada just randomly do them. However, we got to consider this transformer, which is really the big concerning factor for me here. Like, what is going on with that? Why wouldn't it be facing towards the road, you know? So maybe, just maybe, these are some of the biggest hills in Ontario, and we're actually out there. Now, Ontario is okay, but where would these hills be? Would we actually be out near Thunder Bay or something? I mean, you do get hills like that there, maybe. Where would this be? I know there's like Ontario is remarkably flat, to be fair. So this would have to be like very specific places. You do get those random hills near rivers that we saw recently. Highlands. Are we right here? I mean, that would be crazy, right? Am I going insane? Is this just an easy BC? I think because of the Transformers, it's probably not BC. Oh, what do you go here? Maybe it is even something else. But no, I think it's one of the two. Okay, let's really lock in and think about where would we get an like elevation like this. Like, could it be near Niagara Falls or something? I mean, that would truly be too crazy. Very flat area, right? It's just Niagara Falls where you get the kind of elevation difference or whatever. No, I just don't see where this would be in Ontario, man. I think I have to go BC. Like, this is all flat stuff, right? And then maybe there's hills out here, but how am I gonna guess there, bro? Like, it just doesn't seem logical to do that. I think I'm gonna do something that might be very silly and go southern BC here. It was my first thought, especially with the hill. And I'm just gonna say they did this wackily. They just screwed up the orientation when they were putting it up. Oh my gosh. What are these hills, bro? They don't show up at all. And then there's so many of them here. Oh my gosh. So many. Wow, okay, I mean, I feel like this place just never shows up on Geoguessr because there's so many roads over here that it just ends up being there. Gosh, that's a throw. That's a throw. Oh, we could have had 10. Let's see what we would have had here, guys, to end it off. This one would be like Spain. I think it's just southern as well. Okay, that's fine. We would have had 11. We would have had 12. I presume Botswana's decent. Now, not necessarily 12 here. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're kind of going west, slightly northwest. I think this might be this road or this road. I think I would go this quadrant anyway. Okay, it was that quadrant. So we're on 12, you know. This is kind of difficult. Brazil, we saw, is very split. I think this would be like Bahia Minas, though. I'll just go there. Okay, that would actually have been a very tough one to get. I mean, the vegetation was a bit north, but the hills kind of looked a bit south. So we would have had 12. potentially, if I could just expunge my skill issue. But on account of the fact that we didn't, we got 9 in a row, which I think is still pretty good. Guys, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end, and I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. Also subscribe, and I'll see you guys in a video very soon. Till next time, guys, and goodbye.